Caitriona Balfe and Graham Norton had a friendly and fun-filled chat. The special program celebrating the 10th anniversary of Outlander brought together a cast of veteran actors, and the audience was looking forward to some never-before-revealed behind-the-scenes stories. Sam Heughan sat right next to Caitriona. He was the same, polite, charming, and always had a smile that melted the whole studio. And Caitriona? She was radiant in a minimalist black dress, her eyes shining with intelligence and mischief. Everything was going smoothly, until Graham suddenly asked, "Caitriona, in more than a decade of working with Sam, is there anything about him that you really can't stand?" The audience erupted. Sam turned to look at Caitriona, raised his eyebrows, and put his hand on his chest as if asking himself, "Am I that hateful?" Caitriona smiled, but her eyes seemed to be searching for a truly telling answer. And then she said, "Yes, there is one thing. And I'm sure he knows it." Everyone held their breath. "Sam is addicted to his own scent." The studio erupted in laughter. "What do you mean?" Graham asked, surprised. Caitriona nodded, comically serious. "I'm not talking about body odor. No. He always wears the Sassenach, his own perfume, and he doesn't just wear it once. He sprays it before filming, during breaks, after leaving the set. I counted 5 sprays in one morning." Sam covered her face in embarrassment, laughing. "I can't believe you're bringing that up in front of millions of people." Caitriona continued, not letting up. "I knew as soon as he walked into the room, because the smell of the Sassenach was 3 steps ahead of him. One day when we were shooting a scene in a closed room, I had to say to the director, 'Either open the window, or I'm going to pass out here.'" The audience laughed. Graham even joked, "Sam, maybe you should change the name to the Silent Killer." But was she really that intolerable? After the joke, Graham changed her tone, becoming more subdued. "So, joking aside, has it ever affected your working relationship?" Caitriona tilted her head, then looked at Sam with a gentle gaze. "Actually, no. Maybe sometimes I get annoyed because the perfume is too strong, but the truth is, it's attached to Sam. And Sam, in a way, is a very beautiful memory in my life. Even though I tease him, I never want to change anything about him." The room fell silent for a moment. Sam nodded, his voice dropping. "I always try to make the set more fun. Maybe perfume is part of that, a shield to protect me from stress, a personal mark. But what reassures me is that Kate is always honest. She tells me when I'm bothering her, and she's the only one who dares to do so." After the taping, a short behind-the-scenes clip was shared on the show's Instagram, where the two walked off stage, still teasing each other. "Are you going to give me a bottle of the Sassenach for my birthday?" Sam asked. "I was going to give you a bottle of perfume, without scent." Caitriona laughed, patting him on the back. Sam just shook her head, smiled, and put her arm around her shoulder. "No matter what you say, I can't resist your scent." "Well," Caitriona shrugged, "it's familiar. Like coming home." The online community exploded. Less than an hour after the episode aired, fans started creating memes. Camera with flash a collage of Sam spraying perfume in the middle of the battlefield with the caption, "Jamie Fraser died in glory, smelling all the way to hell." Speech Balloon, a fanpage account, wrote, "What Kate can't stand about Sam is what makes the whole world love him. It's understandable, love is often hidden in the smallest things." On his personal Twitter, Sam posted a selfie with Caitriona backstage, with the caption, "I'm officially announcing, I'm reducing the number of sprays of the Sassenach per day, from 10 to 9. Smirk sorry, Kate." Caitriona responded with a face-covering nose emoji and a heart sneezing face. While the revelation may initially seem like a minor complaint, it opened a rare window for the public to see the deep, genuine, and intimate feelings between two people who together created a television legend. Caitriona may not be able to stand the scent, but that only proves one thing: between them, there is an irreplaceable bond. whether it's through scent or through memories. After Caitriona Balfe revealed on air that what she can't stand about Sam Heughan is his perfectionism and incredible discipline, laughter filled the studio room. But beneath that smile, viewers noticed that her eyes were more sparkling than usual, as if containing a deeper meaning that was not fully expressed. "He never allows himself to be lazy for even one day," Caitriona said, then shook her head slightly. "Even when we were all exhausted after 16 hours of filming, Sam still ran 5 kilometers before going to bed. He doesn't know how to let go. Sometimes I wish he could get tired, know how to give himself a break like everyone else." There was a brief silence. Then she looked into the camera, slowly continuing, "But maybe that's why I always feel safe around him." That statement, sincere, simple, made the whole crew silent. The MC just nodded slightly, not rushing to change the subject. Elsewhere, Sam Heughan was filming a promotional video for his new project when he was asked about Caitriona's interview. When the clip of her sharing "The Unbearable Thing" was played, he burst out laughing, the familiar sparkling smile that melted millions of hearts. "I knew she would say that," Sam said, "and I don't blame her. I'm too hard on myself. But I think I did it because I didn't want to disappoint her." Sam paused for a moment, then continued in a lower voice. "I always thought, if Caitriona put her whole heart and soul into the role of Claire Fraser, then I should be worthy of being her Jamie Fraser, whether on screen or in real life." That confession, brief but full of emotion, left the interviewer stunned. For years, Sam has kept a safe distance when it comes to his relationship with Caitriona, calling it a steadfast friendship. But this time, it seems he couldn't hide it all. Backstage at Outlander, those who have worked with him for a long time know that Sam and Caitriona have a very special bond, one that goes beyond the script, the dialogue, or any romantic scenes they've ever filmed. They might argue over a scene that's too long, a lighting crew member revealed. But 5 minutes later, Sam will sneak a cup of coffee onto Kate's desk, or Kate will hand Sam a scarf if she feels cold. They don't have to say anything. They understand each other with just a look, and that became even more apparent when the crew filmed the finale of Season 8, the season that ended a journey of nearly a decade. One evening at Highland, after filming the scene where Claire and Jamie tearfully parted ways, the entire crew was silent as the cameras turned off. Caitriona stood silently in the middle of the scene, her eyes filled with tears. Sam approached her, not saying a word, just placing his hand on her shoulder. "I know I'm going to miss her so much," he said in the behind-the-scenes clip. "Caitriona has become a part of my life that I can never replace." The unbearable story at first sounds like just a playful tease between the two co-stars. But in fact, it opened a door for the audience to see more clearly the sincerity, attachment and silent affection that both have for each other. Caitriona once shared, "We don't need to say too much. Sometimes just knowing the other person is there, that's enough." And perhaps it was Sam Heughan's over-discipline, his tirelessness, which Caitriona once said was unbearable, that silently supported her during the long filming days, the reason she was always confident in portraying Claire Fraser with such power. When the final season ended, a reporter asked Caitriona, "If you could change one thing about Sam over the past 10 years, what would it be?" She looked into the distance, then smiled, "Nothing. Because even though I sometimes complain, it is those unbearable things that make me unable to leave him." If you want, I can expand on the sequel, where they reunite in a new project, or the fans' reactions after hearing these emotional confessions. Do you want to continue?